off, and I don't think I have anything long enough that I trust to get up in there right now. I do have little blocks, but I don't want to stack like 5 of them up in the middle and shoot out, and then, oops, there goes my finger. Hey guys, welcome back. This week I didn't get at her at all very much, except for Saturday. Yeah, yesterday. I got to get here and clean up quite a bit, made everything look nice again. Other than that, we hadn't touched the Bronco or the A-pillar. I think this evening we're going to mainly grind down the welds on the front of the A-pillar, get all those kind of smoothed down so the fender can fit over it nicely. Then we're going to start to attach it back to the kick panel area and put our outer rocker up. Couldn't fix my, well, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even try to fix my punch tool. So we're just gonna tech screw through the bottom, and then I'm gonna use my little copper tool to put behind there and kind of fill it up and hopefully get a nicer weld. But we'll do that hopefully tonight, and hopefully we'll get everything. Everything goes good, I plan on at least having the A-pillar welded in. If everything goes really well, then I plan on having the outer rocker put on, and hopefully at least tacked into place. Maybe not fully welded in yet, because I don't know how much time I got out here. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I got to be back in the house here in a little bit. So this may not be a very long video tonight, but we'll at least get the A-pillar cleaned up. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about painting it right now. I figure I'm not gonna touch the backside just yet, but we need to clean that backside up, and I didn't get any of that metal Bondo stuff, so I had to get that this week. Forgot about it completely. And we'll just kind of finish it out on the Bronco. I know I said I didn't really want to do that, but only issue I'd see is trying to get up in here with something. So we may go ahead and knock these welds through here down. That was pretty much a straight shot down. But I do want to get these smoothed off and possibly refilled if we have to, just in case my welds didn't go all the way through and combine the metal with one piece. But anyways, we'll start with that, then we'll place it on there and hopefully get the outer rocker in there. We're gonna put our hinges back on and refit the door to make sure it's where we left it. And if everything goes good, then we'll start welding up. But anyways, enough talking. Let's get the grinder out and we'll knock these welds down on the front, or I guess that'd be on the back, and the front of this one, and this little curve here. And then we'll do it up and go from there. Alright, I think we got it down to where I don't think anything will be in the way. I got that back side a little bit right through there, which I'm not too concerned with this right now. We'll of course go over it again and make it look nicer and maybe run some of that filler if we get it up through here, and especially along this seam here. But nothing came apart. And I don't believe I have to re-weld anything. We may put a little bit of that filler through here on some of these little bitty holes, and then hopefully sand it down and paint it. If we can sand that stuff down, I'm not sure. I do know we need to do a little bit more work on these once we get it in. Like knock these scratch marks down a little bit, get this rust out here, and paint it all again. I'm probably going to paint it in the etching primer stuff, since that's what I seem to have a bunch of right now. But enough time, let's put it back on the kick panel, and we'll go ahead and put the outer rocker in there and start fitting the door. I'll show you how the outer rocker turned out. Got a little bit of overlapping spray in here, but I ain't too concerned with it. Everything has some paint on it, even the outer flanges here and here. We got through primer there. I think we're good to go. So we'll put this back on there too. Hopefully get everything welded up, because I really like to sand this back down a little bit and put some primer on it as well, because it's pretty rusty looking. And I will take the tape off right here when we do before we paint it, because that's just a waste. But yeah, we'll clean it up. Anyway, enough talking. Let's put the A-pillar on, and we'll fit up the outer rocker, and we'll throw the fender on it and the door. Just make sure everything is fits like it did. If it does, we'll start tacking it in. We'll run some Tech screws through this bottom flange into the inner rocker along the bottom, and probably some through here as well, since we don't have the punching tool. I know we're probably going to split this here and here and kind of hammer it back, and possibly up here in the front too, these seams. So we'll look at that before we start welding up. But let's get that on there, hopefully for the last time. I have a little bit of an issue. My gap up top is a little bit wider than I remember it being. And I mean, the door shuts fine. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, opens and it hits the striker dead in the middle, and we have a lip right here now. And I don't know if it's from the shims moving the body this way, but I think I might hop back to the back passenger side, take those shims out, drop it back down, and see if that messes with this gap here any. I don't remember it doing that when we did it, but I just want to make sure that it's not going to throw off my gap here, because it seems like this is leaning this way some, leaning out now. That makes sense since shims are up there pushing up and push this way. I don't remember that big of a lift there. Everything else seems to fit pretty good. I like my gap here. It's a little tight at the top. I could put a shim under this hinge here, but then it'd drop my body line here. And this is what I like. This is pretty close to being even. So thinking we're gonna drop some of those shims out and see what happens to this gap. It might twist and tweak something on the passenger side, I'm not sure. So it's gonna be a lot of pressure coming down and stuff may, I don't want anything to buckle, but maybe with having everything in there kind of secured, it may hold its shape. I don't know. But let me get her there and we'll take those shims out right quick and we'll see what happens to this, because I remember this gap being this wide before. I could be wrong, but let me hop around there and we'll take those out right quick. Second thought, I don't think I have enough time to do that since I need to be in right now, but I do like how everything's fitting. Let me pull you closer and we'll take a good better look at it. Alright, you can see this line here is pretty good. Even our gap at the bottom is a little tight right there, but I think once we kind of, oops, it's a little tight right there, but I think once we kind of push that down, should open up just a little bit. Now this gap here is what concerns me now, since I can almost put my whole finger in there. And then looking at this way, you can tell that there's a gap, and that's as far as they'll come out. Now I guess I could see if the latch will go that way any at all. Don't think it will. I'm not sure. If y'all done that, let me know. But I mean, it shuts right square on the latch, and it closes. It's just to remember that gap being that big. And I was gonna try to take these shims out and see what happens, but I realized I had it on the tires, and I don't have enough time to take the tires off, and I don't think I have anything long enough that I trust to get up in there right now. I do have little blocks, but I don't want to stack like 5 of them up in the middle and shoot out, and then oops, there goes my finger. But passenger side still looks good. This is what I thought the gap looked like over there. I mean, this is pretty perfect. The door does kind of I won't say, well, I guess sag a little bit when it comes off the hinge. See, I gotta kind of push it up, but it'll go. So I'm thinking this side is probably good. Like it is, I'll have to do some work right here and do a little bit on this side here. But it closes good, have good gaps. A little tight up here, but man, it's not bad. Of course, the fender. Lays down like the other one. This one's really good. Really like how it sits. Look on this side. Tell me if anything, see anything out of the ordinary. I know this kind of popped up here. I think that's just the way the door is. You can always kind of hammer that back down. But I'm getting new skins, so don't worry about that. I want to say that one kind of does it too. No, that one lays down pretty flat. But yeah, I mean, hate to weld it up without really knowing if that was like that before. I mean, that's lines up almost perfect. If I put a shim here, I'm afraid it'd make the door do this, and this will dip down. It'd close that gap up, but it'd make this a little bit lower. Let me know what y'all would do. I did pull this one out first, and it did get really close to being flush like the rest of it, so that makes me happy. All through here is not bad. It kind of kicks out the bottom right here. That may just be the door though. I don't think this hinge can't come out this way anymore. If it does, it's gonna mess up where the fender goes. So, all in all, I think we might weld up next time. I'm gonna go back and look at some videos on my gap and compare. Well, sorry I didn't get far as long as I thought we would. Took a little time cleaning that A-pillar up, but I do think we're really close. Sorry, that's my phone. I just need to go back and make sure that this gap is how it was before. And if it is, then we'll go ahead and weld it up because I was okay with it before. I don't really want to mess with that A-pillar now, trying to bend it back, because the fender lines up perfect now, and the gap in the front's perfect, or not perfect, but good. Bottom gap is good for me. It's just this. I don't remember it being that big, but it may have been. Like I said, if it is, then we'll just start welding this up next time. Then we'll switch to the passenger side, get that all welded, and then we'll probably come back and paint the outer rockers with some of that etching primer. And hopefully by then I'll have enough money saved up. We can buy at least one door skin, maybe. Like I said, funds are getting kind of low right now. I need to stretch it out till summer at least, and I can start mowing again and get a little bit of money. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you haven't, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help my channel out. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.